Well, g'day everybody and welcome to our first look at Insurmountable. Update 2.0 has been released on this. Confront various terrains as a lonely mountaineer and endure the countless dangers of climbing. Many tough decisions await you in a risky environment. Make your way up and down the mountain, overcoming insurmountable heights. The idea of this game, it's for starters, is very, 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 very relaxing. I must say that, because you can take your time to make your decisions and stuff. I do want to say thank you to Daedalic Entertainment and Bite Rockers Games for providing a key for this to the channel. But the idea is you go into a scenario where you start at the bottom of a mountain, you need to make your way to the top, and right through your climb, you have various decisions to make and various points of interest and loot locations and stuff you need to decide on. Whether you go for or not. There is a little bits of story and stuff involved as well. We're going to start a new game and override our save file. We will go on normal difficulty. Let's check this out, guys. I've already had a bit of a playthrough of this just to get a little bit of a feeling for it. So I will kind of talk you through it as we go. The sounds in this are absolutely awesome as well. All right, so there is our point up there that we need to climb to. We need to climb to the very top of this mountain. Now, this is a hex grid based game as well, which is pretty cool. So, all right, so here we are. You cast your gaze over the enormous mountain landscape. You have traveled across the globe seeking out adventure, but this island is like nothing you have ever seen before. As far as you can tell, it is largely unexplored. The only information you can find were a few rumors about an unknown occupying force. Okay, so you do have decisions and choices to make in this as you go as well. On the way here, you stumbled across an abandoned property and lost places. You wonder what happened here, what secrets the island is keeping. Then you shake your head. It might be nice to have some answers, but your goal is clear. Reach the summit. That is why you are here, and that is what drives you. All right, so here we are. Basically, we need to make it up to the top of the hill there. From this particular point where we are now. Now, oxygen and stuff does come into play into this as well. We have an inventory. We have a tent which has 3 uses. We also have a climbing rope, which reduces the energy cost of climbing for a limited time and lasts for 3 hours. That's minus 40% cost of all terrain. We've got hot tea, which will help us with our body temperature if we get a little bit too cold, and we have canned food as well. All right, beautiful. Environment equipment effects that are influenced by the current mountaintop. So at the moment, we've got our first descent, so plus 0.5 sanity per hour when moving. We've got warm nights. The nights on this route are warmer than usual. So that gives us plus 1 body temperature per hour when moving and plus 1 body temperature per hour when resting. Thick air gives us 0.5 oxygen. Weather is clear, so there's no weather effects, and basic values minus 1.5 sanity per hour when moving, plus 2 body temperature per hour when moving, plus 2 oxygen per hour. They're the current stats that we have at the moment. This will be show our mission. This will show our skills as well. At the moment, we do not have any skills, but we will work those out as we go. This is our goal up here, to reach the summit, and this obviously gives us our menu. We can sleep, which opens the sleep screen, and we can actually time lapse as well, which sometimes you might want to do. This here is the time of day. This will progress as we move through. We have a sanity bar, we have a warmth, like a body temperature bar, we have an energy bar, and we have an oxygen bar as well. Now, oxygen down the bottom here is not going to play any real part on what we are doing. As we get higher up the top there, then that's when oxygen starts coming into play. So the first thing that we're going to do, I'm just going to have a look around. There's some points of interest here. Right there, there, and there. There is also a chest over here. Now, as I said, you do need to be a little bit, so we're going to make our way towards there, and we will head through there. As you can see, as we go through here, we also have a health bar as well. So when our health is zero, our journey is over. You can see effects on sanity. Our sanity is going down as we move. And this will be an event. A gust of wind catches you and you almost fall into a deep fissure. You flail wildly with your arms, trying to keep your balance. Suddenly, someone grabs your wrist and pulls you back from the edge. That was close. Just a second later, and you would have fallen to your death. Okay, so we only have one option in this at the moment, and the outcome is unknown. Your knee's still weak. You take a look at your rescuer. She is a young woman in a threadbare anorak. There's a green stone fastened around her neck with a leather strap. Fascinated, you stare at the hand-carved charm. Its soft glow is almost hypnotizing. She smiles and hands you some much-needed provisions. So we will accept that gift. A strange feeling overcomes you. You're sure you have been in this situation before. Deja vu? Distracted, you place her gift in your pack. When you look back up, the strange woman is gone. Truly bizarre, but you are grateful. So we'll continue our journey, and she has given us some heavy boots, which are actually going to help us. That gives us minus 15% energy cost on stone. So your equipment and everything does have an effect on obviously the outcome of your climbing and stuff. We're going to head up to this one as well because it is very, very close. Then from there, we're going to work out exactly what we do. There's some loot up there. There's a camping spot here, which will be a cave. And there is also some loot over there. Now you can see that our energy is going to go down minus 4.2 on this particular climb. So down we go, or up we go. Injured Mountaineer. A tent hastily erected against the side of a rock wall catches your attention. As you get closer, you discover a sleeping Mountaineer. His clothes are torn in places and you can tell by his face that he is in bad shape. You can't say how long he has left to live or whether he will make it. So we can look through his provisions, which gives us minus 5.4 sanity, because we're obviously doing something wrong. It will take us almost 2 hours to do. You can continue your journey, which finishes the event, or you can try and help him. So I think for minus 22 energy, I think we'll, because we've got a cave relatively near, I think we'll try and help him. You roll the stranger into the recovery position and speak to him in a soothing voice. Despite your best efforts, he makes no sound and does not move. You cannot help him. Okay, so we're going to get minus 3 sanity there and plus 355 XP for that as we go. All right, so our energy is sitting at 72.8, our sanity is 93.4, and our body temperature is fine, and our oxygen is fine. There is another event there. We've got a monolith thing there which we can head to as well. I think to head to this one, we need to go all the way around. So what we might do, if we move up there, you can see how much energy that is going to take. I'm guessing that we should be able to get up there, and we should also be able to make it back down to this cave. So I think we might take that route, to be honest, because if we actually, let's just stop. There we go. Just right click to stop. So we'll stop on that tile. If we can delete that, what's it going to take us to get up there? It's going to take us a fair bit of energy to get there as well, from where we are at the moment. It is taking some really bizarre route. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Let's get that. Let's try that. That's not going to take too much energy at all, so I don't think we'll do that. I think what we might do is we might make our way up to here, which was my initial thought. So we'll just speed that up a little bit. You do come across dangers and stuff in this as well, so you do need to be very careful of that. Let's knock it back down to normal time. A shrine. Steps have been hewn into the stone, leading you to a pedestal of sorts. Some type of religious site or shrine maybe. You're not a particularly spiritual person, but somehow this place feels holy. It might just be your imagination. But you pray to the shrine for health or energy. Let's pray for energy because we're fine with our health as well. Now, what do we got? We've got some stuff over this side here. We've got a treasure chest over here as well. There's a camp and there's another monolith over there. How long is that going to take? That's going to take quite a considerable amount of time and energy to get over there. It's also going to reduce our sanity quite a bit. Yeah, we'll start heading in that direction. No, actually, what we might do, we'll right click, we'll stop that. Let's cancel that out and see what it's going to take us to reach here from where we are. Not much, so we're going to head back down here and see what event is down here, I think. That might be our better go, and then we'll head up there. Now, backtracking doesn't necessarily seem like a good idea in this. You catch a whiff of the tantalizing fragrance on the breeze. You follow your nose, which leads you to an indigenous man standing in front of a ramshackle hut, a mysterious brew bubbling away in his brewing kettle as it sits over an open fire. The scent alone is invigorating. What sort of effect might the brew have on you if you were to take a sip? Approach this stranger and ask for a taste, which takes 3.75 hours and reduces your temperature by 12.8. Sneak to the kettle and take a sip of the brew, or continue our journey. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. When the stranger notices you, he stares daggers. He shouts at you, and while you don't understand the words, you certainly get the message. You're not welcome. You don't want any trouble as you continue your journey. So you continue your journey. 251 XP, and we have leveled up now. So if we click on the level up, we get to choose 3 different effects. Some of these are passive, I think, and some last for, or they're all passive effects, but some only last. Some last till the end of the mission, and some last for, like this is 48 hours. So we've got take it slow, gain some energy, body temperature, and oxygen when waking up. Whenever you wake up, gain 4 energy, 4 body temperature, and 4 oxygen. Active until the end of the mission. That's probably a pretty good one. Mindfulness lasts for 48 hours. Whenever you reach a point of interest, gain sanity. Gives you 3 sanity. Increase oxygen gain per hour and the maximum oxygen. So plus 0.75 oxygen per hour when moving, and plus 20 maximum oxygen. Active until the end of the mission. That would be good as we go a little bit further. I think I'm going to do the take it slow, actually. Yes, we want to take that. So that goes into our skills now, which actually assists us. So you can see our passive skills are sitting here. Our effects at the moment, it is night time, so -5 body temperature per hour when resting and when moving. All right, lovely. So what we can do now is we can do a couple of things. Our temperature is going down, so we're probably better off making our way towards this tent. However, I am interested in this loot over here. And I am interested in that. It's going to take all of our stuff out quite considerably, isn't it? So we're going to drop a lot of energy. But that takes us up to that tent. There's a couple of really dangerous spots there that we're going to climb over. There's another shrine there. And there's also some loot over there. I think we'll skip that loot. So let's head in that direction there, I think. All right, so we might head over here and collect this, because we do have enough energy and stuff left. You're trudging across a snow-covered plain when your boot catches on something stretching lengthwise along the ground. You are stunned to discover a thick black cable. Why is it here, and where does it lead? So you can follow the cable, you can pull on the cable. I think we might follow the cable. The cable leads you to the edge of a small canyon. You can see that it runs down the sheer canyon slope, ultimately disappearing into a pile of rubble at the bottom. It seems clear that there was an avalanche here. Is it worth climbing down to take a look? Let's do it. We've got enough energy. Boulders, some the size of wagon wheels, crash down to the floor of the canyon as you grope your way from ledge to ledge. Finally, you feel solid ground under your feet again. You immediately inspect the pile of rubble. Through a crack, you can see a cavern. This rubble must be blocking the entrance to something. Maybe it was a hideout for the occupiers. That's going to take a bit of time. Search the top layer. Let's try and access the hideout maybe. It's not going to... Search the top layer of the rubble. Or I don't know whether that's going to be dated. Let's try and do it. Let's try and see what's in there. You heave boulder after a boulder away from the crack until it's wide enough for you to crawl through it. Feet first, you scoot forward into the darkness. Suddenly, the ground quakes and you feel a weight on your legs. You panic and attempt to pull your feet back towards you, but the rock pressing on your legs from above pins you in place like a vice. Damn it, Simi, you made the wrong choice. You can feel the sharp edges of the stone piercing your flesh. You scream, twisting and contorting on the rocky ground to give your legs one last powerful tug, and you're free. You apply makeshift bandages to the abrasions and contusions on your legs before you continue on your way. At least you were able to recover some provisions. So it looks like we got some provisions, which is a moon herb, gives us plus 20 sanity. So we'll throw that over here as well, and we'll confirm that. Let's level up there. So we have fast movement, reduces time cost when moving. Active for 24 hours. Whenever you reach, this is active for 48 hours. Whenever you reach a point of interest, gain 3 sanity. Control breathing. I think we'll take the control breathing because we're going to need to do that at some point. What's it going to take us to get over there? Probably too much. So let's head to there. And we'll get some sleep, I think. Yep. That's what we'll do. We'll head in here. There'll be a cave here. We'll be able to sleep here. You enter the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. There's a wide, deep fault in the earth in front of you, stretching from one wall to the other. You can explore the fault, which will take away energy, and you can get bonuses from that, like you can find loot, but you can also sort of injure yourself or come across dangerous things. So let's lay down and sleep. Let's sleep long, which will bring our energy up to there, our warmth up, and our oxygen up as well. So we shall do that. Let's start that. Okay, it's going to be nighttime. I want to make my way over to here most definitely to see what this is. And there's some loot up there as well. Oh, and there's something else up there, so we can continue on that way, I think. It's probably the way to go. You sit down on a rock to relax. A pleasant warmth slowly fills your body. You touch the stone with your hand. It's warm. So warm that the ice and snow around it is melted. Why didn't you notice that before? You close your eyes and you regain warmth or sanity. I think we need to regain some sanity. Perfect. Now, whoa. That's a long way. All right, so we're not going to be able to get up there. How do we go getting up to here? Should be all right getting up to there. It's going to take a lot of energy, which means we're probably going to have to use a tent. But I think we need to move in that direction. So, although we can't use that cave again. So I don't know why we can't go up there. Definitely going to head in that direction. Let's head up to here and see what we've got. That's going to take up a lot of energy, a lot of our energy. It is nighttime, so our temperature's going down as well because we're climbing at night. Rocks and debris as far as the eye can see. You balance carefully on the boulders so as not to slip and fall. Suddenly, right in front of you, a shadow leaps out of a recess in the rock, coming straight at you. You jump in fear, lose your balance and crash to the ground. You look up to see A mountain hare. You scraped up your knee because of a bunny. Scraped knee. What is that going to do? So they're our buffs. What does a scraped knee do? Rubble, danger, unpredictable things can happen. Nighttime. It doesn't say anything, but I think we're going to have to. Camp, guys. We're going to definitely have to camp. Let's move to there, maybe. I think we've got enough energy to move up to there, so let's see what happens. All right, we are here. Okay, and this is where you need to balance. This is where you need to balance everything. Let's get up to that loop because we can. You know, you need to balance. Do you sort of backtrack all the way around here and take a whole pile of time and the chances of finding some really good loot? Or do you continue towards your goal? You discover some wild berries on a bush. They're bright in colour, orange almost. You hesitate. They could be poisonous. Yet a little sustenance would do you the world of good. Let's just continue on our journey. I really don't want to risk that. So we've pretty well got no energy here. Have we got enough energy to get up there? We do. Let's go over to this event over here, and then we're going to camp after that. We're going to have to use one use of our tent, but I'm hoping we'll pick up another tent somewhere. All right, up we climb, and here we go. Because this doesn't look dangerous. The branches of a nearby bush are completely covered in spider webs. As you take a closer look, you notice several spiders vanishing into a hole in the ground. You bend over to inspect the hole. It looks like there's something hidden there. Oh, crap. What do we do? I mean, we lose sanity and risk getting bitten by a spider for a reward, or do we continue our journey? I'm going to reach in there. Spiders skitter over your hand, but they don't hurt you. Your fingertips brush something soft, a cloth bag. You pull it out and discover provisions inside. Yay! All right, so we've got another one of those. I don't think these things stack. No, they don't. All right, bonus. So what we want to do now, what we need to do now, we actually need to sleep here. So let's sleep long to get as much energy as we can up. And we've got another tent further along as well where we can sleep too, so. Whew. Okay, we've got a bit of energy. We've got some treasure, some loot there, and we've got a tent there. Now, to get over to here, it's going to take too much energy. I don't know what that icon is either. I don't know what that represents because I don't think... Oh, what do we do? Let's make our way towards this tent over here. Towards this camping spot, I think, is probably the better option. We're still miles away from the summit, so... Okay, you discover a buried chest. Dig out the chest for a little bit of energy or continue your journey. Dig it out. You find some canned food. Perfect. Okay, that's going to help us. That will give us plus 30 energy if we need to. I think we can probably make it easily towards this cave. So let's head towards this cave and do some sleeping. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. There's a faint shimmer of light. Let's follow the light. You follow the light. As you approach, you realize it's coming from hundreds of fireflies. Fascinating. Okay, so we've gained some sanity there, which is perfect. We can now lay down and sleep. We'll sleep long and get a whole pile of energy up. Okay, perfect. And we've got another level up as well. Under the stars, reduced penalty for sleeping without a tent. Plus 3.5 body temperature per hour when resting in events. Okay, only active during outside sleep. That's actually probably pretty good considering we're going to get up to very cold temperatures soon. Significantly increase oxygen and one more push. I think we let's see. I think we're going to take under the stars. Yep, there we go. All right, done. Okay, so what we need to do now is determine exactly where we're going to go. There's an event down the bottom here. There's treasure. There's an event, and there's and up in this direction there's, I think we're going to have to head in this direction over here. Okay, so we've got some slippery stuff here, which is caution, and we've got a little bit of, yeah, all right, we're going to have to do it anyway. Let's move. I think it'd be pretty hard to actually sort out, like to actually time it to be sleeping at night and climbing during the day. Okay, this section here, we need to hopefully be really careful here. And we do. All right, beautiful. A blood-curdling scream rends the air. You stop abruptly and listen. The scream's followed by a snarl. You cautiously creep toward the source of the terrible noises. Behind a rock, you see a hunter, armed with only a knife, locked in a struggle with a cougar. His face is streaked with blood. The hunter's pack's lying on the ground nearby. You could grab it, and he would never see you. We can help the hunter, which takes a bit of, quite a lot of energy, actually. We can take the pack, which reduces our sanity. Or we can continue our journey. I'm a really moralistic person, guys. So it's really hard to do stuff like this, but I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to take the pack just to see what happens. In the interest of gaming science, the hunter's too busy with the cougar to notice as you rummage through his pack, but you were disappointed. It's full of furs and that's it. Nothing you can use. Lost a whole pile of sanity there for no reason at all. Let's move up towards here. Wow, that's actually a pretty big climb there, isn't it? Okay, how far away are we from being able to sleep? We're a considerable amount of way. That's going to take up that much energy. Let's move to here. Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty hard, isn't it? Because at the moment we've got 2 uses of the tent left. Now I know that we can. I'm going to head towards that loot. Oh, look, there's a cave there. Let's just stop. And instead of going there, let's Simi, what are you doing? Let's head towards that cave. Oh, it's actually down there. We're only going to just make it. Just make it. All right, but we should be able to sleep in there and gather ourselves some more stuff here. We'll see what our sanity's like after a sleep. I don't think it goes up during the sleep. You enter the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. Wide, yep, no worries. Lie down and sleep. We will sleep long. And we should get some bonus as well. So we're getting 59 energy. We're getting that temperature and we're sleeping for 10 hours. It is night time. What I want to do, I want to see if I can increase our sanity. Yes, I want to use that moon herb there. And that's increased our sanity a bit. So that's going to be good. But I do believe our sanity is going to be pretty messed up. Pretty messed up by the time we get up the top of the hill. Let's head over in this direction here. All right, we are at our next point now. Let's see. You trip and bang your knee, cursing up a storm. You kick the rock you tripped over, revealing a crack in the ground. It seems as though someone has used the crack to hide their possessions. Make the crack bigger, or examine the crack. Let's make it a little bit bigger. You reach into the crack. You graze something with your fingertips. It feels like a thin book of some sort. The frozen earth has not been kind to it. You skim the handwritten notes. They were penned by another mountaineer over 50 years ago, long before the island's existence became public knowledge. And there's more. Someone has stashed provisions here. Food, glorious food, which gives us 30 energy if we need it. We don't need it at the moment, because we can actually sleep here, which is going to be pretty cool. Okay, perfect. Let's head up here and see what we've got loot-wise up here. Oh, as you pick your way across some boulders on the edge of the precipice, you notice an indigenous man below you waving his arms frantically. He's trying to tell you to hurry. Many of the rocks are loose and in danger of plummeting. Go quickly or move carefully. Go quickly. As you hop from rock to escape the danger zone as quickly as possible, you twist your ankle. You yelp in pain, but you hobble on until you feel firm ground beneath you again. You pause to examine your injury. Your ankle's already swelling up. Bugger! Okay, a smooth, sparkling stone catches your eye. Its surface is covered in delicate, complex patterns of ice crystals that remind you of saplings, ferns, and blossoms. A beautiful sight. Let's examine it. You stare at the patterns of frost transfixed. It's almost as if they're moving and growing before your very eyes. The thought that true beauty such as this can exist in even the most hostile, inhospitable climates leaves you feeling reassured and content, gaining some sanity and gaining some experience. And we have leveled up again. Alright, so what are we going to do? Significantly increases the experience gain. Plus 75 experience gain in events. Minus 12% time cost on all terrain. Active until the end of the mission. And some oxygen. I think we're going to take that. That's an active one until the end of the mission, so that's going to help us out a bit, I think. Let's head up to here and see what we've got here. You stumble over the corpse of a deer with no signs of decay. The animal died only recently. The remains of chewed herbs cling to its snout. Its last meal, probably still undigested. You could cut open the animal's stomach to get the herbs. Let's give it a try. Damn it, why not? Corpse is still warm as you place your knife against the underbelly on one long, fine cut. Blood gushes out of the wound and pours over your hands. You grow dizzy and you start to feel nauseous. Let's keep trying. A pungent smell fills your nostrils. As you reach into the incision and grasp the intestines, you pull and pull until the small and large intestines lie in a tangled heap at your feet. Your nausea threatens to overwhelm you. Let's keep going. You did it. You have indeed found some herbs. We got 2 herbs and a lot of experience for that. I'm going to recover some of that. Confirm. Did that actually give us to these? Did that herb that we did? No, they're both plus 20. Whew, okay. All right, let's assess where we're at now. We've got a cave over this way, which is probably too far for us to go. Got some loot there, some loot here. We've got another event over there, and we've got some loot down there as well. I think we'll head in this direction and then we'll... Oh, bugger. As you attempt to jump over a pile of debris, you slip and catch your foot and crack between the rocks. Your ankle is in agony. Clear away the rubble. You laboriously clear the rubble rock by rock. Don't want to take any risks. It takes a while, but eventually the crack is wide enough for you to gingerly pull your foot free. You check. It's just a graze. Whew, okay. But that's taken us into nighttime as well. Where's the cave over there? I think we're going to have to head in this direction and probably use... There's another cave over there as well. A crevice splits the ground in front of you, blocking your way. You risk a glance downwards and notice an old backpack hanging from ledge. You could try and climb down and grab it. Let's do it. You squat down at the edge of the crevice, lean towards the backpack, still well out of reach. Keep trying. Come on. You lie on the flat ground carefully. Keep trying. Find a branch, use it to poke at the backpack. You're finally able to poke it. And lift it. Okay. Continue your journey. Did we get anything from that? We didn't get anything from that. What? Let's maybe get ourselves a little bit more energy. We'll eat one of those, I think. And we're going to need to head towards probably here, I think. All right, what do we got here? As your gaze wanders up the towering vertical rock face, your eyes caught by cast iron rings, old pistons. You tilt your head all the way back. You can make out that the pistons lead to a small plateau. Why would anybody have gone to the effort of reaching it? We can't climb the wall because we don't have enough energy. Damn it. That probably would have actually been really, really cool. What's it going to take for us to get over there? Not enough. So we could move to here. Not enough. Going to move to here and we're probably going to have to camp out, I think. How long will it take us to get to there? Not enough energy to get to there either. Oh, I don't know what that noise was. Let's sleep for the night here. Long duration. We could not use our. I think I won't use our. I won't use a tent because we do have a buff for that as well. So that's pretty good. Let's move over there. It's getting pretty cold now, guys. Very, very cold. Whilst staring at the sky, the starry sky, you notice there a shooting star. You quickly make a wish for sanity or energy. I think energy is going to be a good thing for us this time. Okay, a local man sitting up against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle. His face contorted with pain. He says something to you, but you don't understand. Take the oxygen bottle, find out what's wrong with him. Let's take the oxygen bottle. You stow away the oxygen bottle and you nod your goodbye. Alright, that's going to be handy. That is going to be very handy when we start getting up a little bit higher, because our oxygen is going to start disappearing very, very soon. Now I think to get around to this cave here, I think we have to go a very, very long way. Maybe we could... Oh, I just can't see it. Let's head in that direction there. Very close. A boulder grabs your attention. It's virtually rectangular and its edges are smooth as if someone has worked it into this shape. But that's not all. There's a pair of warm boots lying neither lying neatly wrapped on the rock. An offering. Your inner voice urges you not only to take but also to give. What will you leave in its place? At the moment, we've got heavy boots, which gives us minus 15% energy cost on stone. These will give us better body temperature, which is going to come into play. Let's offer some canned food and take those. And then when we start getting into the colder area, we'll actually equip these. All right, lovely. Let's get up to this monolith. Yeah, this whatever it is. Here we go. Golden eagle suddenly lands in front of you, its wings carrying it majestically to the ground. Fascinated, you watch it, and it watches you too, unafraid. You can't explain it, but the encounter feels magical. Fully wrapped up in this moment, you regain sanity. Yes, thank you very much. All right, how are we going to be able to make it to there? Easily. All right, so we're not doing too bad on our energy coming around this way, I think. You encounter a common mountain goat. It's nibbling on some herbs. Who doesn't love a goat? Chase it away, approach it in a friendly manner, walk past it, feed it some canned food. Let's chase it away. The goat runs away, leaving herbs behind. We'll grab those herbs, thank you very much. So we've got plenty of stuff for sanity now. We can go here and probably do a short sleep maybe, I reckon. Yep, no worries. Lie down and sleep. Sleep briefly will give us full energy and it'll take us almost until daytime. Almost. Alright, so we'll grab that energy. Beautiful. Got some body temperature as well. Now, I don't think there's anything else over here. There's another event over here. How long will it take us to get there? I'm going to do it. I know that I'm kind of backtracking and wasting a lot of time here, but we still probably need to get some more oxygen on our way up the hill, and hopefully another tent. You're attacked out of nowhere by a large wild cow. Oh, crap. It bites your arm before you can scare it off. In the background, you see a goat you encountered early. It seems to be laughing at you. Damn goat. Alright, we get to do a level up now. Warm sorts. Whenever you use a consumable item, get some body temperature. Full body temperature. Limited time effect. Whenever you reach a point of interest, you gain sanity. Or minus 18% cost on all terrain. I think we're going to continue on with these end of the mission ones, I reckon. There we go, beautiful. I think they're the better ones to do, so let's see what we've got over here event-wise. Oh, daytime. Woohoo! That allows us to see a little bit better. As you gaze around, you notice a faint light in the distance. It flits back and forth, up and down. Approach it carefully. Without letting light out of your sight, you walk straight towards it, but you aren't paying attention and where you put your feet, and you stumble. You catch yourself, but the light's gone. Confused, you look around and realise you've lost your way. Lose warmth. Okay, that was a bad event, wasn't it? Let's move back this way, because I know that's the direction that we need to head in. That peak is looking close, guys. There's something massive up there as well. Okay, the snow under your feet is churned up as if recently moved around. Could someone have been digging here? Dig deeper. Brings our temperature down. You kneel down, use your hands to dig the snow. You can feel the cold creeping up your arms. You're just about to give up when your hand hits a hard surface, a crumbling wooden crate containing provisions. You take what's still good, but who buried the crate here and why? Got a bandage, which is good, and we've got a moon herb as well. Perfect. Let's use the bandage. Let's use the moon herb. So we use both of those. We can have a little bit of tea if we want to bring our warmth back up, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. We're getting to the point now where we're going to kind of start using a lot more energy to get places because we're climbing higher. So we need to keep our eye on that as well. Trapped. Bugger. As you attempt to jump over a pile of debris, you slip and catch your foot and crack between the rocks, your ankles in agony. Clear away the rubble. Damn you. You laboriously clear it away rock by rock. You don't want to take any risks. Okay, finish the event. Let's continue on our way. Should be able to get a good night's sleep here. Hopefully that's going to take us. You're in an extensive network of caves. Towards the rear you notice an extinguished campfire. Lying in front of it's a stranger bundled up in a fur blanket. Let's wake the stranger. You approach the Mountaineer, but he doesn't react. You bend over and gently shake him. Stranger blinks at you in blurry disbelief and sits up. After a while, he begins to clear away his camp and pack up his belongings. Before he goes, he reaches into his pack and shares his provisions with you. You thank the stranger, but he pays no heed. Oxygen bottle. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's confirm that. Let's lie down and sleep now. We'll sleep long, which will take us into the daylight because we've got a big climb ahead of us. Alright, let's check this. Let's check out this event here. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions you to sit with her to recharge your strength. You do as she suggests and you regain health or warmth. Warmth, I think. Okay, beautiful. Alright, let's move in this direction here because we want to get up the top of this hill here. There is something super up the top of that hill, so... Buried alive. Your path leads you past a sheer wall with snow towering high on top. You're progressing carefully. When you hear rumbling, instinctively you assume a crouching position, take a deep breath. In the blink of the eye, you feel the weight of the snow pinning you to the ground. Your only choice is to dig your way out. Let's dig fast. You know that your brain's sensitive, lack of oxygen, death take you to a matter of minutes. Let's get out and continue on our way. That was a little bit of a bugger, wasn't it? Our energy is reduced hugely now. I don't think there's another tent anywhere either. Oh yes, can we get to there? Yes we can. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to lie down and sleep here. We might gain as much energy as we can by sleeping long. It's going to take us to night time, but what can we do? We are going to use a lot of energy up climbing up to this bit at the top here, which is going to be a little bit of a worry, but there we go. The train slopes down in front of you, completely covered in boulders and fragments of rock. Climb over the rocks, turn around and take a detour. I think we'll do a detour. You test the rocks. There's some major red flags here. One false move, you could start an avalanche. Okay, so we've successfully diverted that at the cost of some warmth. But at the moment, our warmth is okay. You discover a tree. You do not know how it could survive at this altitude, but the sight of it comforts you. Plus 5.7 sanity and some more experience, which levels us up as well. All right, we've got to take it slow too. Whenever you wake up, gain 7 energy, 7 body temperature, and 7 oxygen. That is really good. 30 maximum oxygen here. And plus 1.5 while moving. Whenever you use I think we're going to take the controlled breathing so that we gain oxygen while we move. All right, we are getting there, guys. We are getting to the top here. We are now going to head over to here. A desert of snow and ice stretches before you, radiant eyes. You're staring at the sun. You screw your eyes up, see better. They feel irritated and starting to ache. You wipe your face with your hands. Tears are running down your cheeks. Why the hell? Stop and relax your eyes. Let's stop and relax our eyes. Sit on a rock, close your eyes. You need to protect them from the sun's rays so you don't go completely blind. You pack some snow on your eyelids to cool them. After a while, the pain subsides a little. But you feel cold now. Now, why wouldn't you bring a couple of pairs of sunglasses? Seriously. Seriously, Mountaineer. Sunglasses. You're going into the snow. You see the outline of a large rectangular object concealed underneath an old parachute. You gingerly lift a stained, tattered fabric to find a metal case. Maybe it was used to transport goods. You're in luck. The case contains equipment. What have we got? A flashlight. Increases light radius. Equipment only. Left click and drag to move into an equipment slot. Right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Probably need to throw that. That's going to reduce our... that lasts for 3 hours. I'm going to use one of those. Yes. Okay, perfect. Let's move up to here now. It's going to reduce our energy cost. You catch a scent on the wind, burning wood. You follow your nose, and behind some rocky peaks, you discover a patched, dingy-looking tent. Next to the tent, the glowing embers of campfire emit a thin plume of smoke. You look around, not a soul for miles. Call out or search the tent. Let's call out. You call out, no response. You call again. Suddenly you hear heavy breathing. A local mountaineer with a dead mountain hare slung over his shoulder makes his way towards you. He gives you a friendly nod without a word. He stokes the campfire, skins the hare. In no time, the meat's roasting nicely on a spit over the fire, giving off a mouth-watering aroma. The stranger gestures to you to join him. You gratefully accept his offer. You could use some refreshment right about now. We gain 18 heat, 33 energy, and a whole pile of XP for that. That was a good move. All right. Now, which direction are we heading in? I think we're going to head in this direction over here towards that stuff. Looks like the better way to go, although it's kind of hard because you can't pan and see up the top there. At least I haven't worked out whether you can or not. I think we're going to have to head to there and get some rest, maybe. Although, we've got a camp nearby there, don't we? So let's not do that. Let's head in this direction here. This is going to be a little bit dangerous because we've got some caution spots here as well. The air's getting thin and your breath is heavy. You have entered the death zone. You pause for a moment and prepare for the difficult path towards the summit. So we are now in super cold weather and we are above 6,000 meters. Ascend quickly as possible. Decreased energy cost. Take it slow, gives you a decreased oxygen loss for a longer time. Mend your wounds. I'm going to take it slow. I think that was probably the better one, the decreased energy slots. This is the area here and this here. I'm really worried about going through here. But it seems we have made it okay. Okay, so we've got a monolith over there, like a monolith, a thing over there. We've got a cave here. How much energy is it going to take to get to there? That. How much is it going to take to get over to there? Well, we need to go around anyway, so let's head there. For starters, Wide crevices blocking your way. There's a snow bridge that you could use to cross it, but you're not certain that it's stable. I think we might go around. I know we lose a bit of heat. No, let's cross. Let's risk it. Close your eyes. Press the button, Simi. After a few steps, gives way. You hit the other side of the crevice and manage to catch your fall. So it's just a little bit of health. A little bit of health. Whew, okay. It's night time. What have we got here? Snow under your feet's churned up as if recently moved around. Could someone have been digging here? Dig deeper. Let's use some energy. We've got a cave nearby. Let's see. You can feel the cold creeping up your arms. To your surprise, you suddenly find an old two-way radio. It's silent. The wet snow's obviously damaged it. Disappointed. But you spend some time thinking about the person who left the radio behind. Now, if we head down there, we're going to use up all of our energy, so that's no good. So I'm going to head to there and sleep. Let's see. Oh. You enter an extensive network of caves. Towards the rear, you notice an extinguished campfire. Lying in front of it is, yeah, okay. We can wake the stranger or we can just find a quiet place. I think we're going to find a quiet place. We've woken so many strangers. I really don't want to risk it. I really don't want to risk it. I really want to go there though. So we can head up this way. There's another camp there and there's another thing over there. Let's get rid of that. Let's check this out while we're here because we're actually really, really close. Hopefully we don't suffer any trouble there. As you climb a long crevice in a glacier, you see an oxygen bottle together with an oxygen mask buried under the thick layer of the ice. Dig towards the oxygen bottle. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, pull it towards you. We've gained an oxygen bottle. That is good. Not time. It's not time for a cup of tea, but I think it's time to swap out the boots. Yep, I think it is. All right, how's our oxygen going? Not too bad at the moment. These refill 45 oxygen. We're getting pretty close to the, getting pretty damn close to the peak now. Let's head to here. See what we can do there. I wouldn't mind heading down there as well. We've got plenty of tent left. We've got somewhere to sleep up there as well. As you pick your way across some boulders on the edge of a precipice, you notice an indigenous man below you, waving his arms, trying to tell you to hurry. Let's go quickly. Ankle, sprained ankle again. Bugger. Okay, you encounter a mountaineer sitting listlessly on the icy ground. He does not seem to notice you. Encourage him to stand up. Give him an oxygen bottle. I'm going to give him an oxygen bottle. Gets up slowly, bows and starts to carefully climb down the mountain. Okay, so we got some good experience for that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Before we get up too much higher, I think I'm going to do a sleep out in the open without the tent. Let's see what that does with our warmth. Let's see. Do we want energy or do we want sand? We will definitely want energy there. Beautiful. Okay, let's move through there. So there's some areas of caution here. Hopefully we manage to make our way through it all right. Nope. Oh, an encounter. The mountaineer you helped earlier catches up with you. He notices your injury, offers you some healing herbs. Accept the herbs. You eat the herbs and feel strength returning to your body. Nice. That fills our health up and levels us up as well. What do we got under the stars? Reduce penalties sleeping without a tent. Sleeping outside. +4 body temperature when moving. +1 energy cost to all terrain. We're going to take this. We're going to upgrade that. And we're going to get level 2 on that, which is going to be good. Okay, perfect. Because we are going to have to start sleeping under the stars, I think. We are getting very close. Spider webs, take a close look. Let's continue our journey. I'm not going to risk it, guys. I am not going to risk it. What's it going to take us to get up there? Not much. Not much energy at all, so that's pretty cool. There we go, beautiful. You reach a small plateau with monoliths arranged in a circle, the remnants of an ancient culture. A figure in a long cloak is crouching on the ground, muttering something unintelligible. They rise and knock over the stone pillars one by one. Let's just watch. There's something strange about this figure and you're filled with fear. Nevertheless, you're unable to take your eyes off. Eventually, they notice you and give you an angry look. You want to say something, but you can't get your words out. Then they hurry away, leaving you bewildered. Lost a bit of sanity, gained a little bit of experience. Sleep here for the night. Lie down and sleep. Sleep long. Yes, thank you very much. We are nearly at the top. And it is nighttime, but we are lucky enough to have some of our buffs and stuff and to have our torch, which gives us better light. Ah, Northern Lights, what a sight. Perfect. Ooh, which way do we go, guys? Do we head down here? What have we got provision wise? See, we're pretty good on everything at the moment. We're actually very good on everything. We've got that to warm ourselves up if we need to. We've got the oxygen. I wonder whether we actually head down here and check out some of this stuff. I wonder whether that's worthwhile. It's going to take a lot of energy to get down there. There's a couple of really dangerous bits there that we can't do anything about. What if we went there? Well, there's dangerous bits there as well. That's going to take a fair bit more energy. I think we're going to do it. Let's do it. Let's risk it. I'm feeling brave. I'm feeling brave. We are nearly at the summit. Slope filled with rubble. Try and find a different path. That's the safest thing to do. Let's continue moving. Okay, local man sitting up against a rock face waves you over. As you approach him, he holds out an oxygen bottle, his face contorted in pain. Let's find out what's wrong with him this time. You look at the stranger, keeps grabbing his shoulder. You're sure that he is dislocated. You just see him hold out his hand to you, pull it with a jerk. He screams. Then there's silence. A few seconds later, the stranger's beaming at you. That seems to have done the trick. He hands you a gift. He's given us an oxygen bottle and he's given us some gloves. Minus 10% energy on. Beautiful. And another oxygen bottle, which is good. That's going to give us 45 oxygen. We're not doing too bad. How do we get to there? That's perfect. You march along a mountain ridge. It's steep slopes lined with gnarled trees defying the elements. You spot an oxygen bottle and a narrow, fragile looking. You pick up the branch, try to salvage it. Give it a try or continue your journey. I'm going to continue our journey. I don't think I want to risk anything else. Let's see. What have we got here? Got an event over here which is going to take a fair bit of energy, or we can head up here to this tent and to this cave and sleep. So I think we might head over there. Beautiful. You enter cave dry and sheltered. You notice a strong smell. Let's follow the smell. You're unable to find anything except some tufts of fur and bones. All right, we got some experience for doing that anyway. Let's lie down and sleep. Let's have a long sleep. It's going to take us nearly to night again, but we've got our torch, so that's kind of helping a bit. It's just colder at night, that's all. All right, where are we moving? We can head over in this direction, I think. Yep. Path ahead of you tapers to a narrow passage lined with columns of brittle ice. One of the ice towers has collapsed and is blocking your way. Check the mound of ice. Consume a lot of your strength to make your way through it, but it would be possible. Takes 25 strength. I think we'll take a detour at the cost of a little bit of energy and a little bit of oxygen. You're standing at the entrance of a glacial cave. The light that finds its way through the thick ice makes the walls glow deep, invigorating blue. Perfect level up. Okay, what do we got? Explore the mountain. Plus 75% experience. Fresh air 2, minus 20% time cost on all terrain. Only active if oxygen is above 60, which it is at the moment. Warm thoughts. Whenever you use a consumable item, you get body temperature. I think we're going to go for the fresh air. Oh, yes. As you climb along a crevice in the glacier, you see an oxygen bottle together with an oxygen mask buried under a layer. Bottle seems to be intact. Dig towards it. Use a stone to break the ice. Let's dig towards it this time and see what happens. Finally, you feel the smooth oxygen bottle in your hand. Let's use it. Perfect. All right, that's actually a bit of a bonus there, isn't it? What do we got here? Crates filled with dynamite are stacked in small. Carefully move the crates out of the way. No. Let's do nothing and continue our journey. All right, so we need to move up this way. All right, perfect. I think we're in a pretty good position here. Yep, spiders again. I don't think we need anything else, so let's just continue our journey. I think we might actually sleep here and we might not use the tent. So let's start that. Our temperature, our body temperature is going down. But we can now drink one of those. That'll give us +4 body temperature as well and some energy. Let's use that as well while we're at it. All right, beautiful. Now, are we going to make our way to the top? I think we're going to make our way to the top now. Oh, that's tempting. That's tempting. It's going to use up all of our energy. Let's not do it. Let's get straight to the top. Here we go, guys. We are going to the top. We are going to the top of the mountain. We have made it to the peak. I've made it to the peak without dying. Can you believe it? That's not very simmy, is it? Sorry to disappoint you guys. Up we go. And there we are at the summit. Your heart feels light and full of joy. As you stand on the summit, the hardship of the climb already forgotten. You savor the moment. It is yours and yours alone. What an adventure, what a view. Off in the distance you can see more mountains higher even than the one you are standing on. And what's that? Something stands atop one of them, long and thin. From this distance it looks like an antenna, but that can't be right. Or can it? You want to take a closer look. You aren't done exploring yet, but first you have to get out of the death zone and find a safe place to take a break. And everything goes up. Perfect! And I'm guessing that's the point that we need to make it to get down. But I am going to leave this here, guys. I am going to leave this episode here. I hope that you have really enjoyed this. I have really enjoyed it. Everything works really well. There doesn't seem to be any problems. Everything just works absolutely perfectly. There's still a lot to explore, and it looks like, and this was the easy mountain as well, guys. This one was the easy mountain, can you believe it? If you like this one, hit like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget that there is a link below for this if you want to get yourself a copy as well. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.